What's going on, pilots? Warren here with Banana Hobby. Today what we have is the ToolkitRC Q6AC Charger, available at bananahobby.com. Now, I have been using this little charger for about a month now and just been testing out the features of it, and I am excited to show you guys the features of this little charger and the performance that it has. So let's take a closer look at the Q6AC Charger by ToolkitRC. Alright, so let's dive in and take a closer look at the Q6 AC Charger by ToolkitRC. As you guys can see, it's a pretty compact charger. So as far as dimension, it is 8.5 inches in length, 4.5 inches in width, and about 3 inches in height. Now, as far as weight, this charger comes in at 2 pounds 7 ounces. Pretty light charger compared to the chargers that I've used in the past. Now, as far as features that you see on the external of this charger, on the left side you have your AC port, and then to the right of that you have your on and off switch, which is a plus. Channel 1 on this charger is on the left side of the charger. It has a XT60 connector, and if you slide this little cover up, you actually have a dual purpose charger to plug in a XT30 if you have one of those connectors. Now, to the left of that, this charger supports anywhere between 2 to 6 cell LiPo, so you just basically plug your balance lead there. You don't need a balance board to balance charge your LiPo batteries. Now, to the front of the charger, you have your channel 2 that doesn't support the dual charging ports there, where you have a XT30 and a 60. In the front, you only have the 60 connector with the balance ports for you to plug in your LiPo. You have your channel and exit button, and then a scroll wheel on the front, and it's also not just a scroll wheel, but you can actually push that button down to select a feature on the menu. To the right of it is your channel 4 that supports the same features as the channel 1 on the left side of the charger. So you have your XT30 there, XT30, and then an XT60, and then your balance port there. Now, the kit does also come with an XT90 connector that you can plug this charger into a DC source. So you basically plug that in on the right side. And then you have your USB port and then a USB-C port here to support charging other accessories or electronics that you have that you may need charging at the field, such as your cell phone, your GoPro, or any kind of electronics that you want to charge on at the field. Now, another cool feature that this charger has is the beautiful LCD screen, and it is colored screen, so you guys will get to see that once I have this charger powered up. So let's go ahead and power this charger with the AC cord now. Alright, so now that we got the charger powered up, I can show you guys the user interface. So basically you have your channel 1 that corresponds to the port on the left side of the charger. Channel 2 is going to be the front left, channel 3 front right, and then channel 4 on the opposite side of the charger. Now, as far as the displays on the top of the menu, you got your current voltage, amperage, watt hours, the watts that is currently charging in, depending on how many batteries you have plugged in. The maximum for AC is 400 watts, and then the current temperature in Celsius on the top right of the charger. Now, information that is provided to you for each individual channel will show you the current voltage of the battery, the current amperage that it's charging in, and then the percentage of battery that is charged into that battery that you plugged into that channel. So if we push the scroll button, it gives you more options as far as the types of batteries that you can charge. So we're just going to scroll to battery type. Click the scroll button. So here you're able to select the type of battery that you want to charge, anywhere from LiPo, LiPo high voltage, Life, lithium ion, LTO, nickel metal, PB, power, and then UAB battery. So when you select UAB battery, just basically you can select for the drone guys, the drone model such as the Maverick Air, Maverick 1, 2, and 3, and then the Phantom, Inspire, and such are all there for you. So you just basically select which model you have, and you can preset the battery type on your charger. Now I'm just gonna leave it at LiPo for now. The next setting is your cells, so you could basically have it set to auto and it'll just auto detect on the balance plug to determine how many cells on that LiPo you are charging, or you can manually input up to 6 cells on this feature. So I have been just leaving it at auto, and it just makes things a little simpler for me when I'm charging batteries. Now as far as model, you have, or mode, you have charge, discharge, and storage mode. And you just basically scroll and select which option or mode you want to be using on the charger. And then next is your voltage, so anywhere from 4.05 volts all the way to 4.25. And then right below that is your charge current, so you basically have from 0.1 amps all the way up to 15 amps on this charger. Now you can preset each individual channel and select basically which one that you want to change the settings to. What I did find is that once I use a specific setting on one channel, when I plug in another battery, it automatically assigns the setup from the first battery that I plugged in, and automatically inputs those parameters to the next battery. So if you're charging a different type of battery, you might have to go back in and change some of the parameters for that channel. If you're, say, using a LiPo on channel 1 and then you want to charge a lithium ion on channel 2, you're going to have to go back into the settings for channel 2 and change some of those parameters, because it will take the parameters from the first channel and input those automatically into the next channel. Alright, so let's go ahead and plug in a battery on this charger and take a look at its performance. Alright, so currently we have 4 different types of batteries, different number of cells and capacities on this charger plugged in right now. So we have a life pack, a lithium ion, a 3-cell LiPo, and then a 6-cell LiPo plugged in. Notice how we have a blue LED light that corresponds to each of the 4 channels. So you have channel 1 is currently plugged in. We got the blue LED light. Channel 2 indicating the blue LED light, and then channel 4. So once I plug in the channel 2 here, which this one is a lithium ion, I'm going to plug in the balance lead first. Plug it on the wrong side. Plug it to the left. And then once I plug in the power lead, I should get a blue LED light right here on channel 2, which it just turned on. So now that I have the batteries plugged in, I'm going to zoom you guys in on the screen so you guys can see what each individual information it's providing. So currently on channel 1, we're at 10 volts. Now we're not charging, so the percentages and the amperage is not showing anything right now. So for channel 1, we have a life pack, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to change the battery type to life. We left the cells in auto, so it automatically detected that there's 3 cells in there. Mode, yes, we want it to be charging, so I'm going to leave it there. End voltage at 3.6 volts, and then let's just bring this down a little bit. And I'm just going to put it at 1 amps for now, and just so that way you guys can see what is going on with the percentages. So I'm going to go into lithium ion now. So notice what I said earlier, whatever input you put on channel 1, it'll basically automatically fill all those parameters into the next corresponding channels. So I'm going to go and preset the rest of the channels with the parameters that I need for each individual one, and then I'm going to start the charging cycle so you guys can see how it looks like when it's finally charging batteries. Okay, so now that we have the 4 batteries charging, we're going to talk about the features and some of the information that is displayed to you on the screen. So Currently on channel 1 we have a life pack that is right now at 10.8 volts, charging at 0.3 amps, and it's 99% complete. So that's pretty cool to be able to have a visual representation of how much capacity is already in the battery. Also, if you guys notice the cell count, it actually shows you what your internal resistance is looking like. And then if you scroll the wheel again, it shows you a little bit more information as far as the current wattage and then what the amperage and the voltage is. And then the current voltage of each individual cell. So if you wanted to take a look at what's going on in channel 2, you just press the exit or channel button. Then now you're on channel 2, and then you'll be able to see some of the parameters of what's going on with that battery. So another cool feature, if this is too small for you to see and you want to see more of the whole screen being utilized, you just press and hold the channel or exit button. So now you have a full display of all 4 of the channels and what's going on with each individual battery. So currently right now we are operating at 161 watts with all 4 batteries charging and plugged in. Just a touch up again that this charger is capable of handling up to 400 watts. So I can plug in up to 4 6-cell lipos and charging it at a much higher amperage rate, but it does cap out at about 375 was what I saw last, the highest. But again, at AC you are capable of charging up to 400 watts, and I believe it is 1200 watts on DC power. Alright, so now that we've covered the user interface and then demonstrated charging your batteries with the Q6AC charger, we'll go over a little bit about the accessories that come with the kit. So it comes with an XT90 connector that simply plugs into the right side of the charger, and you can use this charger as a DC charger. It comes with a screen protector, a user manual. Now what it doesn't come with is adapters. So as noted, these are XT60 connectors, and then you have your XT30 connectors there. Now for people that use EC5s, EC3s, DIN connectors, and all the other types of connectors, you're going to have to come up or make your own adapters to be able to use the Q6 to charge your personal batteries. Now another awesome feature that I haven't covered yet that I really like about this charger, and that I have been using quite a bit during the testing of it, is the cell phone charging dock right on the top of the charger. So you basically just take your cell phone, place it right on top, and it's now charging. Well, there you have it, guys, a quick overview of the new Q6AC charger by ToolkitRC, and it's available at bananahobby.com. I hope you guys enjoyed the quick overview of this product. I will see you guys on the next video.